favor. I'm blessed. Hey, I don't care. I'm still going to try to hit him with the left hook. It's probably not going to work, but I'm going to try it.
We blessed.
I'm favor.
What up, what up, what up? It's your boy, back again. Marlo Knows Basketball and Marlo Knows Boxing. Back at y'all with another one. I know y'all see the title of the video, and I know you're asking, why is Marlo making a video about Jay-Z and Chris Brown when it's Marlo Knows Basketball and Marlo Knows Boxing? What does Chris Brown and Jay-Z have to do with boxing? Well, I'll do a quick explanation on that. I made a video last week in which was removed because somebody reported it. It was a video about Chris Brown and Jon Jones supporting Ryan Garcia and hanging out with Ryan Garcia and acting like they all cool with Ryan Garcia after everything that Ryan Garcia said about black people. So somebody reported me and got my video removed. So now I feel like I have to do a follow-up video to explain myself. You know what I'm saying? I know I said a lot of mean things about Jon Jones, and I said a lot of mean things about Chris Brown because I'm upset to see two black people that are revered and looked up to basically saying it's okay for people to just disrespect us. And I took offense to that. So, you know, I said a lot of mean things about these guys, man. And I just want to...
From the bottom of my heart, I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
No, Chris Brown fans. No, I'm not going to apologize. I'm not going to apologize. Because what Chris Brown is doing by hanging out with Ryan Garcia, and he's basically saying with Ryan Garcia, he's telling all black people that what Ryan Garcia said about us is okay. It's okay to say the things that he said about us. And I'm not sure if when I made the video, I started off the video by playing what Ryan Garcia said. So that may have been what YouTube, when YouTube reviewed the video, they have an automated system that reviews the video, that they took that as me saying those things. No, I didn't say those things. Ryan Garcia did. And it's really dangerous because the same things that Ryan Garcia was saying about us was the same things that were found in the manifesto, the same type of things that were found in the manifesto of Dylann Roof, of people like Dylann Roof. Dylann Roof, of course, in 2015 went into a Baptist black church in South Carolina and took the lives of, I believe, 9 or 10 innocent people that were there just for Bible study, just worshiping the Lord. And he took their lives. When they found his manifesto, the things that he was saying was similar to what Ryan Garcia was saying. And then you got guys like Chris Brown and Jon Jones that hear these things and they see him and they hug him, they take pictures, they sing songs with him. Like it's okay for Ryan Garcia to say these things. That's dangerous. It's dangerous to send that kind of message. You know, Chris Brown loves to compare himself to Tupac. He loves to compare himself to Tupac. You think Tupac would have dapped up, hugged, and took pictures and chopped it up with Ryan Garcia like they friends after everything that Ryan Garcia said? Tupac would never do that. More than likely, Tupac would diss Chris Brown for doing it. He would be upset with Chris Brown for doing that, or any other black person that would condone that type of rant that Ryan Garcia went on, because it doesn't make sense. You know, what if Devin Haney were to say that type of stuff about Hispanic people? Do you think George Lopez would take pictures with him and be friends with him after him saying those type of things? But Ryan Garcia, I'm not even going to repeat what Ryan Garcia said because my video got removed. So I don't want to get flagged again. But he said a lot of very, very hateful things. And for anybody, any African American person to condone that is crazy. And I keep seeing online a lot of outrage by Chris Brown's fan base. A lot of outrage. That's why my video was removed, because you can't say nothing negative about Chris Brown. And they're upset because the Investigation Discovery Channel is calling him out. They're calling him out. They're making a documentary about him. Just like Surviving R. Kelly, they're making a documentary called Chris Brown, A History of Violence. Chris Brown, of course, is a serial abuser of women. A serial abuser of women. And I know people say, well, the Rihanna thing was so long ago. He was just a kid. He was just a kid. And it's not just Rihanna. Tell me, why did Karrueche have to get a restraining order against Chris Brown? Because he was abusing her. Karrueche literally had to get a restraining order so Chris Brown would leave her alone. She was afraid for her life. Just last year, in 2023, he tried to fight Teyana Taylor. Usher had to hold him back. And for Usher stopping him from fighting Teyana Taylor, he has his entourage jump Usher. Because he not going to fight a man one-on-one. He only likes to fight women one-on-one. Usher literally had to hold this man back, or he was going to beat up Teyana Taylor. A woman. That's a woman, bro. This dude, he just can't help himself. He just can't help himself. He constantly has to try to fight. He constantly has to try to fight women and put his hands on women. And this is the guy that his diehard fans are protecting. And they want to, if you say anything about Chris Brown, they want to try to get your video flagged. The ID channel makes a documentary bringing awareness to this abuser and saying it's not okay for men to abuse women. And his fans, oh, this is ridiculous. Oh, I can't believe this and all this. I can't believe this. Why are they attacking Chris? Leave Chris alone. Leave Chris alone. But then these same people that are screaming, leave Chris alone, with the whole thing coming out with Diddy, since Diddy's going down, all you hear these same people say is Jay-Z is next. Oh, I can't wait till they get Jay-Z. I can't wait till they take Jay-Z down. Like Jay-Z is just this horrible person. But they say leave Chris alone like he's some type of an angel. Oh, he's innocent. Chris Brown's never did anything wrong. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. And how they trying to connect Jay-Z to Diddy? Chris Brown was at them parties too. Look at this picture. Come on now. Chris Brown was there too. Chris Brown used to party with Diddy. But at the end of the day, when you look at the difference between Jay-Z and Chris Brown, it's pretty clear. We've seen how Jay-Z has reacted in a situation or situations where a woman has attacked him. He didn't fight her like she was some man. He did what a real man is supposed to do. He restrained her and still treated her like a woman, even though she was attacking him. You know, so what Solange did when she attacked Jay-Z, she was completely out of line. No matter if he was going through problems with Beyonce or he cheating on Beyonce or whatever, she physically assaulted this man. But he, a real man, doesn't hit a woman back. I know Chris Brown fans love to say, well, Rihanna hit him first. So she brought it on herself. No, I don't care if she hit him first. This is how a real man behaves when it comes to a woman trying to fight him. Whether Rihanna hit Chris Brown first or not, it's irrelevant. Because at the end of the day, she's a woman. And Chris Brown just went all in and gave her the fade like she was a dude. Like she was really a dude. Like she was really a dude, bro. When Solange attacked Jay-Z, he didn't do that. He didn't do that because he's a real man. And Chris Brown is not. And people still trying to protect Chris Brown and all of this stuff. Well, he's just some type of little boy or something. This man is in his mid-30s. Still trying to fight women. Just tried to fight Tiana Taylor last year. Like, Jay-Z is a real example of a man. But y'all attack him and say that y'all hope he goes down next. But when the ID channel makes a real life documentary about Chris Brown and the things that he's done, you guys want to throw a fit. When there's no evidence, there's nothing that links Jay-Z to any type of abuse of women at all. But you're hoping that he goes down, and at the same time saying leave Chris alone, leave Chris Brown alone, but attack Jay-Z. That makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. See, we all seen what happens when a woman attacks Jay-Z. He behaves like a gentleman. And we all seen what happens when Chris Brown is in that type of a situation. He beats up the woman like she's a man. And that's the guy that y'all trying to protect. Chris Brown and Ike Turner got a whole lot in common. What's love got to do with it? I know y'all remember that movie. Chris Brown is Ike Turner reincarnated. So that's the difference between Jay-Z and Chris Brown. A real man versus a terrible excuse for a man. But y'all want to protect the excuse for a man and attack the real man. You see, I'm not 100% sure that it was a Chris Brown fan that reported me, or Chris Brown fans that reported me and got my video taken down when I was just trying to bring awareness to what Ryan Garcia said, and that it's not okay to say those type of things because it's dangerous. And it's very dangerous for Chris Brown and John Jones to co-sign it the way that they did by hanging out and being friends with this guy afterwards. It might have been a John Jones fan. I doubt it. But since there is a possibility that it could be a John Jones fan, I want to talk about him for a quick second as well. John Jones, of course, infamously got intoxicated, got behind the wheel of a car, drove, and ran right into a pregnant woman, endangered her and her baby's life, and then fled the scene. Didn't even take accountability for what he did. Also a terrible excuse for a man. And y'all love to call him the greatest MMA fighter of all time, but he's a cheater. He literally, just like Ryan Garcia is a cheater and got popped for steroids after his fight with Devin Haney, John Jones got popped for steroids after his fight with Daniel Cormier. So he's a cheater as well. And y'all condone that by still giving him the GOAT title. How you going to be the GOAT when you're taking steroids? When you're taking performance enhancement drugs? How are you the GOAT when you're cheating? Daniel Cormier didn't test positive, but John Jones did. That's why the fight was thrown out and it was called a no contest. But y'all still want to act like he's not, like he's just clean, like he wasn't cheating. He's a cheater, just like Ryan Garcia is a cheater. Cheater. At the end of the day, I mean, I make videos about boxing and basketball. I talked about Chris Brown and John Jones on my video that was deleted because, once again, I feel like it's dangerous to send a message that it's okay, that everything that Ryan Garcia said was okay, because it's not okay. And I want to give a shout out to the people at esports, the game developers. The new boxing game, Undisputed, that's going to be dropping in December, has removed Ryan Garcia and banned him from their video game. I do want to give a quick shout out to them for doing the right thing and not condoning the things that Ryan Garcia said. And Ryan Garcia has never even apologized for saying those things. He don't even regret it. And people like Chris Brown and John Jones embracing him and letting him sending out the message that everything he said was okay. I mean, I guess there is no reason for him to regret it, because people like Chris Brown and John Jones are telling him that it's okay to say those things. It's not okay. And shout out to Undisputed, the video game and esports, the game developers, for doing the right thing and removing and banning Ryan Garcia from that game. They stood up for us more than Chris Brown and John Jones did. One thing that I do hope to never see again, is Chris Brown compare himself to Tupac. I don't ever want to hear that again. You ain't no Tupac.
I would rather tell a young black male to educate his mind, arm yourself, and be free and defend yourself than, just sit there and turn the other cheek. So whatever message that sends out, that's the kind of message it is.